Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, post-nasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
Can I help you? Yes, I have Amazon Prime and I'd like my free sub, please. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You take your Amazon Prime, you link your Twitch account, then you get one free subscription to your favorite Twitch channel, like a grown man record night. I like it at Mikey Bananas. He a funny guy and a good looking too. Jay, not so much. Oh, I understand. How about some free soup then? Link Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to Grown Men Record Night for free. You gain access to sub badges and exclusive chat emotes. Subject to credit approval, void where prohibited by law. See Twitch broadcaster for complete details.
I'm telling you, there's three rules. Three rules you live by. Number one.
God almighty.
Number one.
What's wrong with him?
Number one, you rotate it 10 seconds. Number two, check your corns. Number three, win your ones. Rotate at 10, check your corns, win your ones. Boom. That's all you need to live a healthy, prosperous life. It's not important. Hey everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Aaron Griffin, good to see you. I don't like how it's reflected in there.
Baron von Raschke.
Correct that real quick, Shirley. Yeah. Good night tonight. Playing some nice records. We heard some machine gun fire outside. Potentially, we're waiting to hear a news report or whatever. But there was some shit popping off.
It'll be a shootout with police.
It's correct. That would be a hell of a shootout. Skinny Artist, good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Look on a local news site real quick.
Let's pick the proper one, please. Let's not be ignorant about it.
Come on. Oh no, I'm a channel 2.
Let's not do that.
WXII. Oh, the woman's name comes up and I pick it up inside of it.
Yeah, I wonder how many times you've searched for a. What's up, old radios? Picked up some 45s. Is that right? That a baby?
Gun shootout at the local Little Caesars.
A Little Caesars shootout? That shit would be fucking fire.
Over gambling machines.
What the fuck? What up, Dave?
I'm just
DJ
taking,
Thunder put his mug.
Like three news stories and putting them together.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the news.
Who are you, Brian Williams? You're welcome, everybody.
Do you know he fixes cars?
Dude. Tonight was Lester Holt from NBC News. It was his final broadcast of the nightly news. And I watch pretty regular. And it got to the very end where they were showing like all the stories he's done and all this stuff. Motherfucker's a bass player. He was up there. He threw down with like a bunch of artists that he like interviewed and shit like that. I'm like, oh shit, he's actually a pretty legit bass player. He was jamming.
Does he play jazz?
He looks stiff as There's one where he was playing an upright, and then some other stuff where he was playing like some rock and roll shit, some funky rock and roll. I'm like, all right,
Do you remember?
sure.
Do you remember in the
Probably
80s?
Yeah, probably.
Like 104, our local, pretty much our local only.
104.1
It
WTQR.
was our only country station in the 80s, and it was like mainstream, and all the DJs were real country people on there. That was kind of
Sure.
their thing.
Sure.
The DJs kind of had country vibe.
You're not wrong.
And there was this one pretty famous like old man DJ.
Big Paul Franklin
No.
and Eloise.
I don't remember, but my dad was telling me about, because I go with my dad to work in the summer sometimes, and we listen to that because he worked in Winston. So we drive 40 and listen to 104 WTQR in the truck.
Attaboy.
And he was telling me the story about, or not story, but how like a week before, this one of their big DJs was forced out because he was getting old.
Oh, yeah.
And he played in his last song he played.
Take this job and shove it. I knew it.
4-1.
Take it, job and shove. I love that
Yep,
song, by the
yep.
way.
And
Little Johnny Paycheck, yeah?
I don't know if you played that or the David Allen Coe one,
Probably Johnny Paycheck.
but
That's hilarious.
yeah. Oh, I heard something too. Music related.
Okay.
Since it's a music show.
Fair.
The young lady on Rock 92 now
Uh-huh.
is Billy Crash Craddock's granddaughter.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who the fuck we're talking
Billy
about.
Crash Craddock? People know. He's a.
I mean, Billy Crash Craddock.
Yeah. His granddaughter's a DJ. around here.
BCC.
Or are they VJs? VJs or VJs? In
Oh, she's a VJ. Son. Yeah, it's on the table, man. I can grab it.
Yeah.
But, speaking of, like journalism and news and cover and shit like that, there was a time back in the day when I was doing the, like, daily kind of news, and I did a lot of political coverage. Covered a lot of those big presidential rallies and stuff that would come around. And I actually got to know, this is no bullshit, I got to know, like, some of those, like, national crews that, the stringers that kind of went around. And you would see them at the same events. And sometimes the guys would be, some guys you'd see with ABC, and other times, maybe the next year there was CBS. It's like whoever's available and in the area and whatever. And they had a nice camera, nice setup, like whatever. So I got to talking to those guys, especially like just seeing what their setup is like. It's cool to see like what national news does for their little setups at big rallies like that, because they make it look so dope on TV. Like, But anyway, I got to be friends with one of these guys, and one of the guys was actually a pretty legit journalist in himself. He traveled with like a big time journalist over to some country. I don't want to say, it's somewhere in Russia-ish. We'll just say Russia-ish. That's not close to Russia. It's closer than us, I guess.
Tanzania.
Sure. But it was somewhere in the,
Ethiopia.
Eastern European, Russian kind of place. More Russian. And what they do, the Balkans? Is that the Balkans over there? Sure. But he said that they went into this area, and he was doing like a collection of like positive stories to do for some magazine show or whatever. And so the reporter says, you got to give me like he meets his family. We'll just call him Russian family, like invites him in, like, hey, tell me something like cool that goes on here. Give me a happy story that I can use. And they said, oh, okay. Well, one time we were drinking vodka, and the goat got loose, and the goat ran up in the mountains and got lost. And as a tradition of the area, we went after the goat, drank a bunch of vodka, and when we find the goat, we all fuck the goat. And he's like, okay, well, I can't print that. We're not going to be using that. So can you tell me another happy story? And he's like, oh, yeah. One time, the neighbor's wife got drunk and got loose and wandered up in the mountains, and nobody could find her, so we had to go find her. So with the normal local tradition, we went and drank a bunch of vodka, went up there, found the wife. You know the end of the story. He's like, okay, well, that's a happy story for you guys, sure, but like, is there maybe something else we can go with? Is there a sadder story? That's awful happy. Is there a sadder story? And the guy said, well, one time I got lost and wandered up into the mountains. What's up, Thump Finger? What you know about it?
Yeah, that was sad, all right. His butthole's going to be hurting.
Well, let's take it easy. Was he near a Family Dollar? It's possible. I wouldn't trust anybody near a Family Dollar. Let's just say their HR department is
Low standards.
suspect.
Yeah.
Suspect. Fart, what was I saying? Oh yeah, record night. Thanks for joining us for record night. Having a good time spending some records tonight. It's just me and Jay tonight. Zonkman's off doing Zonkman kind of things. Steve is dick deep in peyote somewhere in the middle of Kernersville. I have no idea.
Steve sounded like he was in a quiet place. Earlier.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I,
Don't call him and ask him.
he was hiding in a bathroom somewhere. That's what he was doing.
Just call him.
Yeah. But so we got a good show for you tonight. We played
Killer
some good
show,
records. I don't have any dig of the week. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what that means? No. What are you doing? That means blind stabs, Jay.
Oh, bologna stuff. Bologna?
No, blind stabs. You could take one of the stabs can be a bologna stab. How about that? Is that fair?
I don't want to do bologna.
And we have to play the bologna?
No, I don't want to do bologna.
Old Navy sponsorship? Yes.
Maybe we'll do a not so blind stab. We'll just pick something we haven't talked about in a while. That might be better.
No, people really like the blind stabs, especially when we played them after the show.
Call. Have a good day. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
So
To leave a callback
like I was
number,
saying, we got a good
press 5.
show coming up. So to speak, I actually picked something up today. There's a nice so to speak we got in the fridge. Chip Chat, we got a couple of options. Both I've been really kind of frothing at that mouth to get a hold of. So I'll let Jay do the honors picking the chip because we got two bangers right on the rim. Zonkman's got some stuff up there too, but we'll save that for
Red
Zonkman.
Man Golden Bloom in that bag. The flavor.
You'll have to stay tuned. You'll have to stay tuned.
What a flavor for chip.
Well, Red Man? Yeah, original
Golden
Red
Bloom.
Man?
Golden Bloom.
Yeah, the golden.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, if you're going to go golden, you might as well go Levi Garrett. Let's not be ignorant. I think we're going to play some golf tomorrow.
Well, we better, because I'm going to be out of a lot of money for
Fuck yeah, that's even better.
stab Jay for real.
Yeah, let's.
So we're kind of got the pressure on us to show up.
Yeah, we're gonna play golf tomorrow, and not only are we playing golf, we're playing ghetto golf tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I don't want to use that phrase. How about said? I'm not going to say that, but that it applies. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Ghetto golf? Well, it's just a course that's a little lower key course.
In the worst part of
In the worst part of town. Nice rate. It's got a nice rate. It gets really cheap as it gets closer to dark. That's all right. I got that thing on me, baby.
You know what we should do tomorrow?
I got that thing on me, son.
You know what would be a lot of fun? They have a short
Taking
game.
pictures of your mom using the bathroom.
They have a short game course. Every hole's like 25 yards.
Do they really?
Chip. We ought to go early and do that.
We ought to go stay late and do that. Get all fucked up and do that.
Well, the clubhouse probably be closed by the time we do
Let's build our own clubhouse. We'll call it the USA Clubhouse #1.
that. Maybe I'll call them tomorrow and see if we pay ahead of time, if we can stay and play around, if we pay for it, pull it out.
Do they have a shaving station?
Used to.
I like to shave before I get a good round in.
Up to the Woolworths was built, or the Woolworths.
The Woolworths?
Woolworths? The Woolworth thing they used to have a barber shop. Woolworth 3? Woolworth 3?
That was recording to Steve's voicemail the whole time.
Yeah, we always see like a 5-minute voicemail.
Oh, man. This is, we're off to a grand start. Let me tell you what. This is really, when it comes to like the ways to start a program.
My grandfather served in World War II.
Woolworth II.
Woolworth II.
I bet he did. He was shooing them out left and right with a broom, wasn't he?
No.
I bet he was. Jay's family's a bunch of racists. You can take that to the bank, Jack.
Your percentage would be 11.
Anyway, fuck. It's all right. We're taking up all this baloney time. I'll be honest with you guys. Actually, I'll throw it out there. In terms of like music news this week, this is one of the only times like ever I couldn't find Diddley Squirch. That's the phrase, right? You ever turn a phrase?
Diddley Squirt.
Yeah, that's it. Dudley Squirt? I just imagine Dudley's dad smoking this cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
These different strokes references do anything to anybody?
Yeah.
We should find.
I showed you that picture of Dudley's dad smoking.
That's what I was going to look for.
You probably find the episode in the screen cap it too. Oh, what's wrong with us?
We're rudimentary readers with low literacy skills.
Oh, I was thinking we
got that.
I was thinking about, does people still use the term computer illiterate?
Computer illiterate? Yes.
Is that still a thing? Or is it PC illiterate?
I'm a little busy right now, Jay. Dudley's dad smoked cigarettes. Sorry. Oh, God. Brian says, get this. There's a 3-hole par 3 course in my neighborhood with sand and water and hard. Wow.
Sand, water, and what?
And hard.
And hard?
Yeah, like difficult.
Oh, hard.
In his neighborhood in Tokyo.
That's the one.
In Tokyo.
That's the one that I liked.
Yeah. Wow, that's incredible. Did he smoke Cools? I mean, I don't want to say obviously, but no, it was New York City. They could have been Newports.
Season 6, episode 12. Cools? No, Parliaments, because I lived in New York City.
Oh, Parliament's the best cigarette ever made.
Well, I know. People in New York smoke Parliaments, though, right?
Parliament,
Isn't that a big up north cigarette?
Parliament Light, yeah. Parliament Lights are the best cigarettes ever made. Like commercial cigarettes, by far. Well, no, no. Parliaments and Marlboro Reds.
I know what a Parliament was till about.
Yeah, we didn't get them.
20 years old.
Yeah, we didn't get them till way late.
90s probably.
But don't smoke, kids. It'll stunt your growth. Seriously, we don't smoke. We don't smoke cigarettes, and you shouldn't either. Unless you want to, then fuck it. Somebody write that down. But yeah, I couldn't. Do you guys know of any music news that happened this week? Did you run into anything? Anybody in the chat? What say you? I couldn't find lickety shit to talk about when it comes to like music news this week. I know I'm talking about. I got lots of like cool records that came out this week and a lot of wild card shit, but like I couldn't find dick about like stuff that came out. I mean, like news.
Hi, I'm Conrad Bain. That's just the thing to cut.
I used to play that at the beginning of the show, you know.
Yeah.
Rick Derringer. Rick Derringer died.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, Rick Derringer.
No more Hulk Hogan residuals then coming in for him, huh? sang the Hulk Hogan theme song.
Is that right?
When it comes crashing down. Yeah, remember they were sitting around a board meeting, and Vince McMahon said, "We need to get a big time celebrity to do this," and then some guy, some intern. Well, I know Rick Derringer. Damn it, get him! We got Rick.
I saw a post where he did a lot of the Weird Al stuff, and Weird Al released a post talking about how big of a they became really good friends and how they worked together on records. He was super cool to work with.
It was called.
Holy shit! What's up, Merv?
It was called.
Merv's in this bitch.
Weird Al Hoochie Coo was the name of the record.
I don't have a bling on.
You think
Merv.
Rick Derringer? You go to one of his shows and he opens with Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, then plays it again about the fourth song end, and then plays it again about an hour later.
Sure, why
then
wouldn't
he
you?
ends with it for an encore. He comes out and plays it again.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
But like the fourth time he plays it, or no, the third time he plays it, it's on piano. It's like it's the serious part of the show.
I know you like.
Rock and roll.
I know you like looking up
Hoochie Coo.
websites to see if they're available.
Yeah, I do.
Check GoDaddy and see if thischainstinks.com is available. Dude, you have to smell this chain.
No, are you crazy?
You have to smell this chain. This is like hanging a bag of garbage around my neck. I can smell it that strong from here.
You sound like my kid, man. You know what my kid does? I walk in his room, he's laying on his bed, and he does like, smell my feet, tell me if I need to take a shower or not.
Fair. Rick was in Mac McCoy's song "Hang On Sloopy."
Mm.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he
Rock
probably...
and Roll Hoochie Coo was my first ringtone, his first cell phone.
That was on the, what was that rock compilation in the 80s? You see commercials on TV.
Freedom Rock.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It was something like that. Like, or Guitar Rock maybe, or something like that.
Huh.
And Hoochie Coo was one of the songs they played.
I do.
During
That was on Freedom Rock.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And they played it, and that was my first. He was one of those guys I think did a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Like people kind of
Dude, for probably over a decade in 2 different bands I was in, we would like write a song or finish practicing a song or something like in rehearsal, and somebody'd go, "Hell yeah, rock and roll," and I would always say Hoochie Coo. I would sing Hoochie Coo like afterwards, always for a decade.
Yeah,
at least.
I bet you he was one of those guys that like people kind of like goofed on, maybe 1 or 2, top 20 hits, but he was probably worth like $20 million from all the stuff he did over the years.
Sure.
He was probably loaded.
Oh shit! Scotty said it's on my WWF Pile Driver 2 cassette tape.
Yeah.
Wow.
He did a couple, I think, for them.
That's nice. All right, here's some cool shit that came out today. Right up a lot of the people that watch this program's alley. I got turned on this band by our pal Ron Kidd. But I guess the third record from Civic came out today. Australian rockers, man. The first 2 records, seamless. I mean, just absolute monsters of kind of garagey, new punk stuff. Just a really rocking band. I get this little article calls them proto punk. I mean, they kind of got this. They kind of worried me because listen to this. What this says. The title of this one's called Chrome Dipped. The title speaks to this desire to break down barriers. The quote is, "I like the idea of chrome dipped being a mindset," says the front man. It's like casting your character like an outer shell. One of the main objectives for this album was to make a drastic turn in our sound. Break the mold and melt the steel. And that sounds cool, but I heard, we want to make a drastic turn from our sound. Hold the phone. Your first 2 records were fantastic. What are we changing? That can be a kiss of fucking death. I read that and immediately I was like, oh no, guys, what are you doing? But I did listen to a good bit of this record today, and I liked it. I can hear where they're trying to. It is a little more polished, I would say, in places. There's some rough around the edges songs for sure, but there's also, you can feel a little bit more of the polish and a little bit more of the like, we want to do something else, which makes it not my favorite Civic record. I love it when a band releases a third record and you're like, God damn, boy, this is better than anything they've ever done.
Yeah.
It's not that. My opinion, it's not that. It's good, but yeah, it's better than most bands. But the first 2 records were so great. What the fuck are you guys doing, man? There's like 2 paths band can take doing that. Bands either play or fall into the gap of the pattern of people give them shit because it's like they've released the same record 12 times. Like Clutch. Now, if you're a Clutch fan, fucking A. They're 12 great albums of all the nasty riffs that I like. You're either doing that, Ramones, whatever, where you're doing the same shit over and over and over again, or you're a band that's like, oh, all of a sudden we're now a reggae band. And you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's not why I bought your damn records. But anyway, yeah, worth checking out. This is kind of a wild card. I'll throw it down. This is definitely, it's not kind of a wild card. This is a wild card. The cover really got me on this.
Oh, yeah, get that beer out.
I mean, this cover is fantastic. And the name of this album is Common Saints. The name of the album is Cinema 3000. This is, I know nothing about this.
Oh, that was a new Rob Zombie.
No, good lord.
Cinema 3000.
So this is what it says. Common Saints debut.
You gonna do one?
Sure. Cinema 3000. A record as vast as ambitious as its title might suggest. It takes hallmarks that have come to define the project. Warm, luscious musicality, filmic sensibilities, and a positive, grounded sense of spirituality and hope. I mean, I heard, this is what I saw in here. 70s psych folk and multi-part harmonies, and I checked it out. It's a really vibey record, man. I mean, I definitely hear parts of that, like, psychedelic folk shit, but it's got some of that kind of neo psychedelic kind of feel to it. It's a lower key vibe, but it's still it's great. I really enjoyed this, and I know nothing about it. What I just read is all I could really find out about it, and that's all I know. I think they're from the UK, possibly. I may have made that part up.
Let me get a camera on that cat down.
Sure, a little GoPro. Thank you, Shane, for dropping that. Appreciate that.
By the way, I just found the coolest way to watch TV shows.
Is that right?
TikTok, people put them in segments as a playlist. You can watch 3 parts of different strokes and just flip to the next one when it's over.
Oh my God! Somebody's really taking the time to do that.
Like a 7-minute TikTok.
This is another. I mean, we're filled with wild cards this week.
I'm always filled with wild cards.
You know, because I like
it's the story of my life, man.
I don't want to talk
about. In '83, they called me wild card.
I was talking about this the other day, but like one of my fears is like I fall into the path of talking about the same 4 bands over and over again. So I'm always trying, like every week, I'm trying to find new shit that I haven't heard, new shit that you haven't heard. Like it's a concerted effort to do that. And this will apply to like just a couple of people in the chat, whatever. Don't give a fuck. I still enjoyed it. And this is
Ghost Balls.
This is not a new record. This came out in like 2014. Ghost Bath. The name of the album is Funeral. I mean, the cover again, incredible. I kind of thought it was going to be death metal, and there's a lot of times I click on stuff when I see cool covers like this, and I'm like, yeah, it's a death metal record that I don't really want to talk about. Whatever. But this is what this says. This is 2014 on Nuclear Blast. Mixing heavy melodicism, necro screaming, and an imperial wall of noise. Ghost Bath produces a very entertaining and impressive record, one that doesn't compromise their own identity and only uses black metal as a base. And they got all this other like kind of like low-key passages that go over kind of some black metalish sounding stuff, but the black metal vocals, they sound like a kid lost in a park screaming. They're terrifying. They don't sound like Mayhem
Sounds
or
like a doll, like one of those dolls where you pull.
Yes, it does. It really kind of sounds like that. But I really, the way that they intersperse those kind of like knockdown interludes and stuff. You know, there's a lot of bands, or there's a
Uncle Jimmy Day right there, wrestling in the white.
There's like a core group of bands that, you know, what's their faces that did Sunbathers, like where you start mixing like like black metal with like shoegaze kind of stuff. I wouldn't say this is shoegazy, but there's definitely like knockdown, more like psychedelic parts. The instruments do some kind of crazy shit. But when the vocals come in, the vocals would turn a lot of people off, but it made me like, oh, it made the record way creepier. Way creepier. It's worth checking it. If you like that kind of shit, like I said, that's for like fucking 4 people watching the show. Whatever. It's cool. This is something I know a lot of soundtrack collectors have missed. I think Waxworks has reissued this in the past. And when I went to the site today, it actually said it was a pre-order that ships in April. So it popped up on the stuff that came out today. So I don't know. All I would say was go to Waxworks if you need a copy of The Thing. This is one of
the Swamp Thing.
John Carpenter, The Thing, and Morricone does a lot of the shit on this. You ever seen The Thing? 82.
No.
Dude. This is one of the soundtracks. Man.
Did he direct that?
Yeah, he directed. And it's cold, dark, minimal, like just foreboding soundtrack work that it's near the tip top of everybody's list when you start talking about soundtracks to collect. The Thing is one of those, and Waxwork does a really good job of especially these like horror sci-fi things and these deluxe reissues and cool color variants and shit like that. And they oftentimes sell out pretty quickly. So if that's something that maybe tickled your fancy, it may be a good idea to go drop a pre-order for something that ships in April. I don't know what that means, but it looks like it's still available, at least a pre-order, whatever. Books, check them out. Moving right along. Let's see what else we got here. I can't find my cursor. I am cursor. This is something, I'm kind of looking at Scotty Stricknon here. Scotty probably knows all about these guys. This is a little reissue on Penniman Records. It's just a single, but it's Nervous Eaters.
Wow.
Original rock band from Boston. Kind of helped define that Boston garage punk scene in the late 70s. Fueled by the raw sounds of Link Wray, early Chicago greats, Chicago blues, and British guitar legends. This single presents 2 previously unreleased tracks from 1980, taken from a reel recently found at the studios in Massachusetts. 100% Eater sound, sharp guitars, hooks galore, and their world-famous rhythm section, and the unmistakable vocals of Steve Cadato.
Steve Kafever?
But yeah, apparently this is 2 tracks that, like, if you're a fan of Nervous Eaters, this is a couple of tracks that have been lost for a long time. Got released today. Penniman Records, books, check it out.
They got a ton of Facts of Life on this TikTok channel.
A lot of Cousin Jerry episodes.
You can just watch segments of.
I'm not drunk.
Jerry.
I have cerebral palsy. I did one for Big Scott. Let's do one for Big AG. AG may know about these guys. I didn't realize this was a thing. I saw this cover and I thought this was like an old like horror punk record that I didn't know fuck all about. Apparently not. Paradise Slaves with Hell in Its Eyes. And I don't think this came out maybe a couple of months ago or maybe.
Paradise Slaves.
So this says, I started reading this on Spine Farm Records. Paradise Slaves craft hypnotically heavy rock anthems steeped in atmosphere and emotion. The Boston by way of Anchorage Quartet cements an uncanny union between vocal powerhouse Brock Lindow, 36 Crazy Fists, and kind of a local guy that's done a bunch of stuff with like, they're kind of Kill Switch Engage adjacent.
Okay.
And this is like modern metalcore shit at its finest. If you like metalcore shit, a lot of people shit on that stuff nowadays. But personally, I think that the 2 best metalcore records ever are 36 Crazy Fists, Snow-Capped Romance, and Killswitch Engage, the Heartbreak.
End of Heartache?
Yeah, End of Heartache. Those 2 are my favorites. This is kind of an amalgam of sort of those kind of 2 sounds. Yeah. If you like that kind of stuff and looking for something like new that came out, Aaron Griffin, I would really check this out, dude. Really check this out. Paradise Slaves. This is another like wild card. I just kind of took a stab on this. I like the cover.
Sure.
Yeah, the cover, and when I looked this guy's up, Pretty Rude, and the name of the album is Right. The name of the label, which I really dig, is Side One Dummy Records. That's amazing. It says talented songwriter and arranger, recording engineer James Palco has had done a bunch of stuff from smooth horn laden 70s kind of funky stuff, but now he's with what promises to be a breakthrough record. It's 8 tracks of pure guitar rock, easily one of the best debuts we've come across, is what this article said. Okay. For fans of Weezer, Fountains of Wayne, Webbed Wing, The Cars, and Superdrag. And let me tell you, when it says for fans of Weezer, yup. If you like Weezer, this has that. It's real poppy and sing-alongy, but it's got those oversaturated, like, big muff sounds that we all love from Weezer, especially the early Weezer. Like Blue Album Weezer, with the fuzz was just, the guitars were so saturated, but it had that kind of happy sing-alongy kind of stuff going on. Sure. This kicks fucking ass, dude. It's a really good record. I mean, it's poppy for sure, but definitely worth checking out, man. Especially if you're a Weezer fan. We'll continue on with a bunch of fucking wild cards. I saw this and I'm like, all right, I'm in. Let's see what the fuck this is. You got this cover. It says Squawk on it. I expected it to be like a drum and bass record or techno record or something.
Drum and bass?
It's from a band called Savak, S-A-V-A-K. They're from Brooklyn, New York. These guys have been in a bunch of different bands. Previously in bands Orbits, Edsel, and the singer and guitar player has been in the Cops. And Matt Schultz was also in a similar role in Holy Fuck.
Oh, yeah? Oh, HF?
But this is like some good, like, modern post-punk shit that I never heard of. That's the only shit I could find out about these guys. They're from Brooklyn, and they're a post-punk band. And this came out, like, today. Worth checking out. Savak, Squawk. Nick Panisy's band was on the Side One Dummy. Is that right? I didn't know that. What was the name of his band?
Dude.
You're going to get us popped.
This is my favorite scene of it.
Jay's got the scene pulled up where Dudley's dad starts smoking cigarettes. Freeze it. Yes. Thank you, Garen Allen.
All right, we got to out the screen cap this a little later.
JMA on a Friday. John Maxwell Anderson.
Gosh,
The
that's
GOAT.
something else. That gives
The
me
GOAT.
That gives me chills. That last scene.
You know what gives me chills? These mystery fevers I keep getting.
It's like it gets real silent, and you can hear the woman in the back. Oh, don't do it! Don't do it!
Oh,
No!
whoa,
No!
whoa. Yeah, check out Squawk from Savak. I'm thinking like Scotty, Shane would both dig that. Here's something I know Shane would like. This is a twofold kind of thing. I completed the rundown for the program, and I was big chilling in the afternoon, scrolling some social media bullshit, and I found a post from Riding Easy Records that said, yo, there's a brand new Zigzags record out today. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't see that on my list because it was at the very bottom, because it was Z, and I was already checked out while I was doing it. Anyway, new Zigzags record. I know Shane's a big fan of these guys. Deadbeat at Dawn. This is their, third record? This is like a great, it reminds me of like skater music. It's like the perfect like punk, metal, like crossover kind of shit. I didn't realize they gigged all over with Mike Watt, Neurosis, Pig Destroyer, OCs. They collaborated with Iggy Pop on some shit. That's insane.
It's insane.
Are these guys from Ohio? Anyway, this they're big into like cult cinnamon stuff, and the album title "Deadbeat at Dawn" is an homage to the record, is an homage to the movie of the same title. they said they're always mentioning shit about Over the Edge, which is one of the best movies ever. Terminator, Total Recall. But this new album sticks to the obsession with the cultural underground, riffing on everything from demonic minions to apocalyptic visions and alien attacks. The result is the most focused, intense, catchy zigzags yet, perfectly timed for their distinctive melodic and maniacal call to arm. And I actually looked up the movie that they're talking about. It's already on my Tubi watch list. So we may be watching that on the program at some point. Anybody ever seen the movie? Deadbeat at Dawn? Has anybody ever seen Deadbeat at Dawn? Apparently it takes place in Ohio. Big D and the Kids Table? Oh, shit. I have to look that up. I'll never remember that. I'll probably have to message you that, Scotty, so write it down somewhere. But yeah, the new Zigzags, I checked it out today, man. It's good time stuff. Melodic. Keeps the party moving. Melodic enough, but still some good riffage in there. Some good punky vibes. Got some metally kind of breakdown vibes. Definitely digs into that occult kind of shit. It's like, it's cool, man. I don't know if I heard the second. I don't know how many how many Zigzag albums there have been. The first one, I definitely remember listening to a bunch of and talking about it on the show. But yeah. Do I got one more?
I don't know, man.
No, that was it.
I don't know.
Fuck, that was it.
I heard, did you hear about Rick Derringer?
Rick Derringer?
Did we do a shot for Rick Derringer?
Yeah, we should do a shot for Rick Derringer before we get into what we played. Did we pour a shot?
Mm-mm.
No. The chat went stagnant. I don't know. Why is the chat not showing up? Oh, I know. Fuck, hold the phone. Hold the phone before I do that. Pour the shots, Jay, while I do this. I got some administrative stuff to do here. Boom.
Administrative duties.
Yeah. What up, Vinyl Man? How you doing?
Corky wants a shot, I think.
Corky wants a shot. Hey.
Corky wants a shot of loving. Don't you, Corky? Whoa. Corky just flashed a purple rocket at me. He needs more blood down there. More blood circulation.
Hey, that's what it's all about.
Hey, Corky.
So I'm trying to get the chat back.
Is
here.
Corky's real name Jim? I always loved naming pets just normal
People names.
Normal people names.
I always said I inherited this dog, but I always said if I got another dog, it would be Mark Barker.
Yeah. I had a woman and I named her Lucy. I kind of liked that name at the time.
You had a woman and named her Lucy?
A female dog. Her name
You
was
said woman.
a bitch.
That is terrifying.
A bitch. And in my basement.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That sounded really suspect.
Yeah. I apologize.
Trying to see what to play. What do we want to play here that won't get us popped?
I think Jim knows we're talking about him. He's embarrassed.
I want to play this. Oh, wait.
Scotty says it's got the liquor bottles on there.
All right.
Liquor's pretty like
Yeah, there we go.
Liquor's a lot.
See, now we got the chat back.
Liquor's
We
a
got
lot
the chat.
cheaper down there in Florida, and it's.
Jesus Christ, this guy's a fucking moron. This guy's a fucking moron.
Sorry.
All right, Rick Derringer.
Hoochie coo, man.
Hoochie coo.
I just tickled my hoochie coo.
That's right. Let's get into what we played. Dude, I had two weird. I had a record in mind, and it was a pretty atypical record that I wanted to start the show out with tonight. Normally, we start out with a jazz record, you know, but I was like, you know what? I don't really want to do that tonight, but I do want to start with something lower key than like, you know, your normal rock records. You know what I had in my head? I wanted to hear Joni Mitchell's Blue.
I don't have that actually. That's one of the. You see that for $1 everywhere.
You did?
Kind of like Steely Dan Asia. You see it everywhere for $1, like tons of copies.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe I gave it to the kid because the kid loves singer-songwriter shit, but I went to look for it, and apparently I don't have it either.
I pass on it 100 times. Probably like a lot of people in
Well,
in the chat.
and so as I'm
that aren't saying anything.
As I'm flipping around, it's like, well, damn it, that kind of fucks me up because I wanted to. There's a certain kind of vibe I was going for. I wanted to kind of do, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Substitution cookie catcher. I pulled this out. I got to be honest.
Same thing.
I fucking loved the shit out of this record when we played it tonight. It really hit a chord.
Does that have your
Trying to strike a chord, but it's probably A minor.
Does that have You're So Vain on it?
That's not right. That's Carly's song.
It's Carlos. Yeah. I get them confused.
Carol King's Tapestry, which is another one of those like dollar records you could find everywhere around here back in the day. And I've got a hot take that's going to piss some people off. That was a gatefold. Oh, wow, that's kind of a cool gatefold.
Little needle point. Yeah, it's a cool gatefold.
Hot take. I'll take Carol King over Janis Joplin any day of the week. Carol King over Janis Joplin.
I'm not a huge Janis Joplin fan.
I'm not either. But I heard this tonight, and I was like, well, there was times she kind of caterwauled a little bit, kind of like Janis.
Yeah. So
I like the way she does it better.
So when I first started buying records, when I got to the point where it wasn't necessarily just wanting to get stuff that I listened to growing up,
yeah.
I wanted to like branch out and get stuff. I just looked at the Rolling Stones top 500 all time, and if I saw it, because I kind of in my head kind of knew if it was there or not, because I was familiar with about all the records, and so I had this mental note that if I saw one, I picked up a lot of dollar records like that, but Blue was one. Nothing else. Another one I passed over. Like the singer-songwriter stuff, I passed over a lot of it.
Yeah, because I mean, especially because I was doing it a lot for record night, and I'm like, we're not going to play like whiny fucking acoustic garbage like on record night, even if it's stuff I like to listen to. Otherwise, it just doesn't fit.
I don't
Friday.
know why for a buck, like I wouldn't pass it up now for a buck if I saw it in a Goodwill or something.
Yeah.
$2 even.
Shane was saying that's actually that Tapestry is a tough one to find. That's like in good shape. That one's clean as a whistle.
Because people used to do a lot of coke off of it.
Sure. Somebody mentioned, I think Boards of Canada mentioned earlier, like that's when you pull it out when you're kind of drunk and stomping around the house, and so they're all scratched up. You want to hear some emotional shit, like you think about your ex-girlfriend and shit. You pull out some shit like that.
So vain.
Nope, that's the wrong one.
The song was about Marlon Brando, wasn't it?
I think it was about Marlon Wayans. Oh, whoa, what's going on here?
Oh, it's a commercial.
We're watching some old NWA wrestling, and Dusty Rhodes is pulling down his britches, and they cut to commercial. Holy shit, that was insane.
It's the first time I've ever seen that. I'm sure I'd seen it, but not thought the dirty stuff.
That denim was begging for its fucking life. Holy.
People in the front row got a free souvenir with that button.
Pachoing! Pachoing!
Wow, look at the glare of the belt there. Magnum TA mustache.
This was actually left on the table from the Sunday night sesh. And since it was up there and it was a dig of the week from last week, I'm like, yeah, I'll play this. Sure. Little locust abortion technician from the Butthole Surfers. One of my favorite back covers ever in the history of ever.
That's all it is, huh? No context.
Hard times, Daddy. Hard times.
We got like a.
I am the cold-blooded sausage maker.
It's probably 85 or 86, I'm guessing, this Saturday night Superstation show. Bill Mulkey, one of the monkeys here.
Think you got some problem with your ears. But yeah, that was left on the table. Had to bust that out. Really glad to have picked that up last week. Man, an early record night, absolute staple. Wanted to funk it up a little bit. Sure, The Adventures of Captain Sky. This super cool ass fucking like comic book cover. Really cool stuff. Captain Sky, like really, man, he was a habitual line stepper for like that era, that walking that line between funk and disco. He was right there on that line. And some of the later Captain Sky stuff definitely dipped its wick in a little bit more of that disco territory. Still good records. Had a driving beat that were still fun to play. Still fun to play to this day. That's, I was always, this is, that's why, oh shit. I love to keep stickers like this in there. I paid $10 for this. 1974 or is that 79? 74 Rare Funk.
79.
Is that 79? Yeah, 79. It
74.
sounds
No,
like
74.
Sounds like 79.
Yes. No, it might be 74. I don't know. 74.
But,
turn it upside down. Let me see if it's any better.
Such a cool record, though, man.
Yeah, if you turn that record upside down, it's the Russian flag. The sickles, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
The sickle and cross or whatever they used to have. What, they have the sickle and cross for the Russian flag?
Hammer and sickle.
Sickle and cross?
No. No cross.
Christian Russian flag?
No cross. I decided coming out of that, why don't we just melt everybody's fucking face right on off of their head? And no better way to do that than with some Conan. Jesus. These guys. Let me tell you something. What's the name of this record?
The Barbarian.
Is Existence Void Guardian.
Conan the Barbarian.
This is the only Conan that I have, but at times they've been a 2-piece. They may be a 3-piece on this record actually, but dude's guitar is tuned to like F, like no bullshit F. So low. When it comes to like detuned doomy bands, that's about as low as you can fucking get. I mean, it's so sludgy and low. And pulled out a random side. I just kind of blind stabbed it in there. It seemed like it was a couple of live tracks, or at least one of the tracks was live because like there's some clapping and shit. But
let me tell you about the joke my dad told me about solo.
Sing so low that nobody can hear you. Yeah.
No, sing so low that your balls fall out.
Sing so low that your balls fall out of your bike shorts.
Dude, I almost bought some bike shorts at Goodwill.
You found them? Why would you not buy those?
Because they were like 32s or something like that.
Oh, make it hurt. Yo, make it hurt.
Oh, and you couldn't even get a button to 32.
Oh, yeah.
They don't stretch that much.
Use bread ties.
Yeah.
Trust me, bread ties work.
They were like newer.
Newer bikes still making shorts?
Yeah, well, that style.
Is that right?
By somebody, yeah. But they were by Umbro. By Kimbro. Kind flow.
Let's keep it moving.
Keep it moving, bro. For Rick Derringer. This one's for Rick Derringer.
This one's for Rick Derringer, sure. OC Rippers. I picked this. It's my last digging session at Underdog Records. I went in there and he had everything marked down as we were shutting down the shop. And this is I just talked about this on the show actually. It came out not long ago, I don't think, on Ruined Records. And look right there, out of Wilmington, North Carolina. That's the one I was talking about, Carl. When Carl was up here and I was like, who's that band I was just talking about? It's a punk band out of Wilmington. They're not out of Wilmington, I don't think, but the label is. Ruined Records is. This shit's fantastic. And this was $15.99 and I got it half price. Brand new sealed. Insane. Insane for that price. Great, fresh, right out of the box punk rock stuff, man. Really enjoyed this. Played side B tonight because I don't think we may not have played side B on the program before that I can remember.
I remember playing that, but I don't remember which.
Yeah,
song you played.
dude, that was like $7 or $8 I got that record for. That is insane. That picking up that for that price. And what better way to close out the category on Underdog Records? Well, Underdog is still going strong online, but in terms of the physical store, the brick and mortar,
Yeah.
Jonathan always gave me so many great deals over the years and picked up stuff at a fraction of like what the market value was.
Sure.
And no exception, the very last time I'm in there, I think I got, how many 45s did I get? And he sold them to me for $0.25 a piece. And there was like Chuck Berry and fucking like legit 45s, not just nonsense stuff.
Yeah.
quarter a piece for 45s like that. Plus, I picked this brand new record up, half price, sealed. No better way to close out the high five, the firm handshake as he locks the door. You know?
Sure.
Yeah,
I like a
fantastic.
good firm handshake.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Suppose I could do it. I'm sorry.
Written by Bruce Taylor, old BT.
Yeah, I like the graphic or the credit.
Oh shit, I pulled up too.
All right.
That's all right.
He's still trying. I buy myself.
You still play a lot of golf? You played golf in school, didn't you? I thought you was on the team, wasn't you? I saw you out there after.
You knock it a long.
After
That's
school.
the one you knock it a long ways, didn't you?
My cousin Barry, he worked up there at Sumner Hills. He said, "You knock that thing, could you?" That's what he said. He said, "You go to school with Jay, don't you?" He got up there. He'd knock it now.
Yeah, that's. I love that. In the South.
Chuck Berry must have been on the Brown Note label. Holy, what are we doing, Merv? Merv comes here in here once a fucking blue moon and just he's
because he likes to videotape women taking dumps.
he's Brown Note and Chuck Berry right off the rip. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, he was a dumpman.
Dumpman, Billy Dumpman. Pull out a little Roxy music. Not pull this out in a while, man. Don't remember where this falls in their. I think it's the 5th record. I may be trolling. I can't read any of that. You want to read it? It's all right. What's the name of the record? I don't even know that.
The name of the record is Atlantic.
Atlantic. Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it just self-titled?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know, man. You put it in the wrong way.
No, I didn't. 5th record? Oh, thank you, Bill.
Siren. Siren is a
Siren.
siren.
Yeah, we say siren.
Siren.
Here. Read
Yeah,
the back of
siren.
the album. No, I can't read the back of the
I'll
album.
read it.
Jay can read it.
I'll read the whole thing for you, just to prove to you that I'm not stupid.
I got my readers here. I could.
No, I can see. What does that say?
Don't ask.
No, the 5th Roxy Music album,
That's what I remember it saying.
1975.
Okay. Siren.
Most of these people on here are dead. I just noticed.
Okay, that's
On
fair.
the back.
All right.
There's that thing where you can mail in and get other records, I guess, to these people. Atlantic. Some good stuff.
Well, this cover has just had better days. How about some Solace by Resin? This was sent by our pal Vance. Chicago band. One of the best kind of out there doomy bands of the past few years. Sorry for the glare off of this hideous shape Blake sleeve. It's not even a Blake sleeve, it's the shrink. I need to put that in a proper sleeve. But yeah, Resin, one of my favorite kind of stoner doom bands of the past few years, doing some pretty unique stuff, including some horns, some psychedelic passages, some synthesizer stuff. They really started that on this record here, Solace, and then the following record, which I don't own, they took that kind of to the next level, like some more of that same kind of shit. But really, really enjoy this record for sure. And Vance has sent us the first one and the second one. Fantastic stuff.
Jap sleeve.
What the fuck? You can't say that. They don't say
I want
that.
to get a suit like that.
I've got one.
Pink on pink on pink.
It's not pink.
Yeah, it is.
The suit is not pink.
Yeah, it is.
No,
Yeah, it is.
you're colorblind.
Are you colorblind?
Hmm?
I said, is anybody really colorblind? How do we know what they're actually seeing?
Carl's colorblind.
Like, it's what Carl sees.
No, you just can't tell the difference between like green and blues and shit like that. No, I've had this,
That's like pink to me.
dude. I've had this whole thing since I started smoking weed. Honestly, it's like, okay, like I say, what color is this?
Yeah.
And what do you say? This right here.
This right here, green.
Yeah, I see that, and I see green too. But like,
That sounds like a major problem here.
no, but what if you're actually seeing what I see as blue, but you know that as green, so you say, yeah, green, and I see that and I say, yeah, green. But
That's
we're
what I'm
actually
saying. It's
but
all
we're actually
subjective.
seeing two different colors.
It's all subjective, though. That's what I'm saying.
Isn't that weird?
No, that's what I'm saying. Who's to say Carl's wrong?
Well, I'm here to say Carl's wrong. That's kind of my job. I told Jay to pick a record. Jay picked this record. Sure.
They're just rando.
Little rat out of the cellar.
I was going through the R's and didn't see any rap.
Jay's a big
I
R
said,
guy.
Where's the rap?
He's a big R guy.
And, he said it's over in the metal section.
Yeah.
So I said, let's put something on that's got 5 straight songs with 100 BPM. And we
Dead,
found
dead,
it.
dead on the money. Dead on
There
the
you
money,
go.
100
There's your up tempo consecutive song.
Yeah. And like every riff is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Or
You know,
George Lynch played basketball. Do you know that? Do you know George Lynch played basketball?
well, George Lynch wasn't in rap, but
Oh yeah. Who?
Warren D. Martini's who you're thinking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But Robin Crosby, the rhythm guitar player.
Jay's a big R word.
Robin Crosby, the rhythm guitar player. So, I used to live in a house. This really like
Is that right?
5,000 square foot house out in the country to like house sit for this guy when he got a job in Wilmington. He was a
He house sit for a guy.
yeah. He was a longtime friend, and and I basically got like free room and board to live in the house by myself. Anyway,
Yeah, that sounds like what's that wrestling documentary? The
oh, what
catch a
to catch a what? A retard?
the fucking weirdo with Steve Carell.
Steve Carell from The Office?
Yeah, wasn't it? No, maybe not Steve
I
Carell.
don't know what you're talking about.
The amateur wrestler documentary. The two brothers,
Foxcatcher?
Foxcatcher. Was that Steve Carell in the movie?
Yeah, but what's that have to do with what I'm talking about? House sitting. That's not to do with house sitting.
Yeah, because he paid you to come out there and wrestle him. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you were in a
Have you seen
Foxcatcher situation.
Foxcatcher?
Sounds like you were in a Foxcatcher situation.
That's not. But that's not how it goes.
Hey.
Like, he didn't kill me. That's what happens in Fox. Sorry to ruin it for you, but
No, but he
the
wanted to
statute of limitations. No, well, it wasn't sexual. He just wanted to.
look on statute of limitations.
He just wanted to be arrested. Anyway, this guy this guy had tons of. He had like 50 guitars, like nice guitars, and rap was probably his all-time favorite band. He was a great guitar player too, hair metal guitar player. And I'm talking like high-end stuff. And Robin Crosby died of cancer or AIDS maybe.
Either one.
I think it was AIDS actually. From fucking women.
Is that right?
Back in the 80s without a Jimmy hat, they used to call it.
There's worse ways to go, I guess.
But like, so his estate sold off his guitar collection.
You think his tombstone says I died from fucking?
But this guy bought one of his guitars from his estate, like one of his real. It's a custom Jackson.
Oh, I like a Jackson.
That you couldn't buy. Like it was custom made just for. Like it had a different body shape with a different neck, so you couldn't buy them.
What company did Jackson end up buying? It's another one of those.
It's a Fender company.
Kramer?
Now. It's a Fender company now, I think. Oh, now, what did they buy?
Jackson bought somebody back in the day.
Charvel.
Charvel. That's it. Charvel.
Have you seen the documentary about the Charvel company?
No.
You should watch it. It's really
Okay.
good.
All right.
It's on the major streamers.
Okay. Final record we streamed tonight. Speaking of streamers.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I think
Where's this record been?
I think Nate sent this.
I
Didn't
don't
he?
rem- I don't think
Either Nate or Fred sent this.
I don't think I've heard this until tonight.
The LA Dream Team, Kings of the West Coast. I mean, yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Fantastic I'll give you a year. I'll do the heavy lifting.
I'd say early 80s. 83, 84.
86. 86 MCA. Got to crawl before you walk, Jay. Got to crawl before you walk. Oh, yo, hold up. List all the special thanks, and at the very bottom it says dedication, : This album is dedicated to all my relatives and friends in Cleveland, Ohio, who know me as DJ Rudy Pardee, whom I miss very much. Also to the party people across America who enjoy our music. For all you do, this one's for you, Rudy
Buds
Pardee.
for you.
P.S. Can you say, yo, Bobby, yo, baby? No, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo.
Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. Yo, baby.
Yeah, that's solid business right there. If you find that in the bin, you're going to want to pick that up. That's what we played. Boom. Let me fire up some damn marbles. I need a brewski. You want a brewski?
Nah, I've already had one. I'm good.
One.
I shouldn't have done that.
What?
I shouldn't have done that.
We got to play golf tomorrow. You're going to be messed up. You're going to be messed
I'll
up.
be
No,
okay.
you're going to be messed up.
No, I don't think I will.
Jay's going to be playing messed up golf tomorrow.
MUG?
Let's get all messed up. Let's go out there and cause a problem. I might have to go to the bathroom out there.
They have lots of trees. We should ask them before we go out in the clubhouse. Y'all have trees out here? In case we got to go to the bathroom.
What's the Gillespie like? They got water hazards, sand traps, like what?
Creek runs through the middle of it.
Okay. There's a small marbles update. Pause. Champ.
Keep going with these biblical websites on my computer, and
I don't know what that means.
and it crashes. What do you think that means? Is that the devil in my PC?
Do your feet get hot? Game capture. Boom.
Grown Man Record Day. If only we could document it, Aaron.
Grown Man Record Day.
If only there was a way. If only there was a way to document our golf tomorrow. You know, like that'd be pretty cool if we had a way to like record what we were doing.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Steve, we can get Steve in on it. He can.
Steam finger?
Steve's a professional photographer.
You talking about steam finger?
We can call Dwayne Sober Dwayne. That'll be his nickname.
Yep. Straight edge.
Straight Edge D.
Exclamation point play in the chat. We've never run this as a group. Exclamation point play in the chat, please.
Straight Edge D used to be my.
I'm gonna pee and get a beer. While
Used to be
everybody's
my
getting-
handle on that website my wife put me on. My ex-wife put me on that website to meet other men.
My CB handle was Boss Hog.
You can see that. So what am I supposed to talk about? Somebody give me a suggestion to talk about. Give me a topic. Oh, start it up? I don't know how to start the game. Is everybody in? Actually, I guess I can start it. Yeah, I better not do this. Last call. All right, I can do this. Last call. Is everybody in? Last call. Last call for alcohol. We've got, let's see, how many do we have? 6? All right, last call. Here we go. All right. Nobody wanted to play tonight, looks like, including myself. But we got the Tokyo Sunrise start.
What?
And it's Restream Bot in the early lead. Oh, gosh.
No, what are you doing?
Oh, gosh. How do I follow it? Here, you got to follow it.
Did you start the fucking shit?
Yeah, they wanted to, they said go ahead and go.
There was only 5 people in.
No, there's 7. There's 7.
What the fuck?
They told me to go, you know. That's what I did. I was just following the people's orders.
Nobody got in the fucking race.
I'd said last call for like 30 seconds and nobody wanted in. I kept saying last call.
What the fuck?
Yeah, nobody likes the show anymore, I guess. We'll have to go into syndication, I think.
Chat's gonna cook you, dude.
I don't care. Bring it on.
We're gonna have to run another one.
Oh, well, is this a practice?
Yeah, because, dude, people are gonna be pissed. Nobody's in this race.
All right, we'll call this the prelim. This is the qualifier for the next one. If you finish this one, you get to race in the next one. How about that? If you're good enough to finish.
No, then there'll be less people.
Why? They want to do it twice. Who wouldn't want a free race?
We want more people.
Who wouldn't want a free race, you know? I'm going to give the winner $20 in YouTube credits. Is that a real... That probably is a real thing. YouTube does cost money now. All right, I'll give the winner my code to the Playboy channel.
Yeah, nobody listens to Jay. Yeah.
I know. I said, what do you want to talk about? And nobody said anything. And then somebody said, start the game. So I started the game.
Who said it?
I don't know. I was just.
Oh, Scotty said it.
Yeah. And he's leading now, isn't he? No. I don't know. They just told me to go. I gave them 30 seconds. I said, all right, last call. Anybody who wants to join? I said, I followed the protocol. I just think nobody wants to do it tonight, you know?
Oh, no. It's a mod.
I'll give somebody $20 in sunglasses.
It's
credit
Adrian.
If they win this. How about
Adrian
that?
did get in.
Adrian who?
Bella-
What's her last name?
Okay, let's not do that. We're not gonna
What's her address?
We're not doing that.
Route 12, Kingside Road. Is this the finish? Nate, congratulations, Nate.
Wow.
You get free entry into the next race.
This is a sham. This is a sham of a race.
I thought it was
Look at
fun.
that. Only one person finished.
I was just trying to
Dude,
do what the fans wanted, you know?
I think you made a mistake.
See, Merv was in on it.
You're walking. For the Restream bot, it said Adrian on it. Do we go back to back? Did we do it right now?
I was pretty pleased with how that first one went, personally.
Do we do it right now? Let's do it right now.
Do it live, man.
Exclamation point play in the chat.
All right, you got 30 seconds.
No.
Last call. See, I thought as long as you got in, it was safe to start whenever.
No.
So I thought you were the last one.
Although Record Night does own the track record at 2:55 and change. This is another long track. I guess we didn't have any music news, so we can fill that gap here.
Yeah. All right, last call, 30 seconds.
Nope. Let's chill.
Train's pulling out of town. Train's pulling out of town.
We'll do no shot.
Oh, man.
You did a bunch of drugs earlier, though.
No, not really. Party drugs? Like, you can only do them at parties, you know?
Sure.
Like, you can only huff gas at a party. You know?
I mean, it's true.
All right, now look, I ran my mouth, everybody. There's 7 people on
I
this.
told you, it's just kind of what it is.
Come on.
I mean,
Exclamation point play in the chat. Don't make me look like a fucking fool. Everybody get in here.
I gave him ample time.
Don't be using words you don't know what they mean.
No, do you think ample's kind of reminds you of amputee?
Sometimes,
Like you're cutting time off in half,
if I'm really, never mind.
feeling down? Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, they just weren't really. I think we got what we got. You know, it's all right though, man. Everybody misses out a time or two.
It's all right. Now we got a good.
Hey,
we got
life goes on. Tomorrow morning, the sun will come up.
we're on 2 platforms, so we have a solid 24 at this moment between
Tomorrow,
the
the
two.
sun will rise in the west just like it always does.
We
Tomorrow.
got 24 watching between the two right now. That's what I'm saying.
Look at that guy. He's bald on top.
We are live on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, how many we got now in the raid play?
8.
All right,
Now I'm pissed off.
all right.
Yep, let's piss Mikey off on a Friday night. Yep, perfect.
Well, are you going to apologize to me on air?
No, fuck no.
You should apologize.
No, I ain't apologizing for shit.
I think some people are entering twice to make you feel better.
They better.
They're getting some burner accounts, and
I'm gonna start banning people.
I think that's. How many people think Mike owes me an apology? Let's put that
No.
in a poll. Can you do
It's
that?
Kron's fault. Yes, correct. I'm not starting until there's 10 people. There's 9 people. So, exclamation point play. Come on, one other person.
I sure as hell ain't gonna do it.
I want 10. Yeah, you're not even in the fucking game. I want one more person.
No.
One more person has to join
So
us.
this is gonna be a 3-hour show waiting to start this game.
I'm just gonna
Aaron,
cut it off.
Aaron went under his different. See, Aaron did it twice. There you go, just for you. Thanks, Aaron. You're a pal.
And he's self-promoting his fucking video production company. We don't allow that shit here.
You're a pal, Aaron.
No, it's not letting him. It's still at 9. They know the game. They know the game. Cheers, everybody. Or fuck off.
Who's
Either way.
Mr. Belvedere's crack?
All right, let's play the game with 9. Fuck it.
I thought that we should put that poll up there.
Boy, we were something else in 2012, Jay. Let me tell you what. We were something else.
Let's turn the show in.
Oh, we hit 10.
Who was it?
Was it Miss You last minute? Miss You? God damn it.
Last second.
Yeah, literally at the last second. I can't find my cursor. I am cursor.
Everybody count down.
Dudley
6.
teaches Arnold how to smoke. Here's Aaron puking. It's always a nice sight for a Friday night. Boom. Bill's out to an early lead here.
Yeah, great race.
It's a good race.
I think the first one was better, everybody said. Everybody liked the other track better, too, I heard.
No,
That's what they're talking about in the Discord.
you didn't choose it.
I'm just saying. Everybody thought it was a well-conducted...
I like the other track better.
Everybody
Even
thought
though on the
everybody
track
thought I
record
ran a
was.
better race, though, overall. Like, I just conducted a better race as the head. when I was
Like
doing it.
Adrian's got a new little picture on there now. Let's go. Let's go. Looking sharp.
Do you surf, Miss Mama?
Yes, Jay.
Oh, cool. I've probably asked that, but I think people that surf are pretty cool generally, you know. You ever do an onion? Like for like getting high? You ever done that before?
I have.
You ever done an onion? That's what I meant to say, done an onion.
I've smoked some banana peel scrapings.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
So if you want to come over and buy a bag of banana peel scrapings, shout out to Fanny Pack Theory.
That's hard on their luck, huh?
You don't hear that enough nowadays.
What?
Man, I've been a
Down.
little hard on my luck lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, who's that? What's Miss You up there? That's not number 1. She's not number one. Miss U's more of a number 2, if you know what I mean. Well, look at this. Looks like the bones in my back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The bones in your back.
This could be a problem. This is anybody's race here.
Anybody's race.
This is like the marbles version of waterboarding. Because it's torture to watch.
Yeah, the first race was way better.
That's Scotty up there. He's up here in the Hershey Kiss section of the track.
I think unanimously it was voted on that the first race was more entertaining. Is that the vacuum? How'd they get up there? Their balls are sticky.
Correct. Scotty's going backwards now. It's not a good look. Oh no.
He's got passed.
Oh no. Oh no. Looky here now.
Wow.
Hit it.
Where do you
Hit
go?
it. Hit that shit. Boom.
Congratulations.
Woo! What a late race run right there. Holy shit.
It's one
What
of the
are we saying?
better ones I've seen.
Wow.
You know? It's an exciting finish. It was like the that Winter Olympic ski jump thing, you know.
Ski jump?
Yeah, it's kind of what
ski
it was like.
jumping. Yeah. Let's wait for the final results here. There we go. I mean, it's well off of my historic pace,
That
but
was you.
nevertheless, quite the performance here. Scotty only 2 seconds behind, even though that little kerfuffle there at the end. But Scotty had it. He had the race, but he shrewded it right there at the end.
True.
Congratulations to OC Surf Mama coming up the
Beginning.
the official marbles winner tonight, because the other one, my opinion, doesn't really count. I was peeing close to my toilet, not all the way in. Some of it got in there, sure. All right, dig of the week. This is Wild Card City right here.
Yeah, so we're just going to like
This is Blind Stab City. I need a graphic for this.
Dudley's dad smoking a lung dart. He's stabbing.
So here's the new thing, though. Did you ever pee in the litter box? No, there's generally no room in there. But it's very fresh tonight. Fresh litter box tonight.
I've got an idea
Yep.
for this. How about we'll do like how many are you gonna do?
We'll see.
4. We'll do half of them blind and half of them I'm gonna pick.
Pick?
But I'm talking about like off the rail, like off, not stuff we listen to on the regular.
I don't know.
Okay.
People like the blinds.
All right, maybe they'll do.
But here's the thing.
Maybe they'll be blind then.
Because when we do the blind stabs, as established from the last time we do this, the trick is when we switch back over to Twitch after the program, we have to play the records. So if it's a shit ball, we're going to have to play it. Last time we got...
Pick something I know, but maybe we hadn't played.
Last time we got really lucky and got a lot of great records. So anyway, let's start it off. I'm going to take the glasses off. Because I'm going to do my version of 7-Up.
I'm gonna.
But since you're here, it
Somebody
can be...
mention a genre like
It can be- hold on,
that we like on the show.
I'm going to put my muffs in.
First person to mention a genre.
I'll put
I
my
need-
muffs
I
in
need
so
a
I
genre.
can't hear where you're going. You just got to put it in my hand.
Okay, I'm waiting for somebody to put a genre in the chat for me to search out.
You're gonna wait too, fat boy.
Who's gonna say something?
Fat boy.
What genre?
Don't say it
first?
out loud. Don't
I'm
say
not,
it out
I'm
loud.
not. I'm just waiting on somebody. You got
Wait
10
till
seconds. 10,
tomorrow.
9, 8.
Ba-da-da-da,
7.
ba-da-da-da,
All right,
ba-da-da-da.
all right.
You're gonna wait too, fat boy. Fat boy.
Let me
Wait
find the
till
section. Let me find the
tomorrow. I'm not listening to anything that's happening, so I don't know where Jay is. In my periphery, my eyes are closed.
Okay. Yep.
My eyes are
Here we
closed.
go. Here we go.
We could trade places, get lifted in staircases. Word up, peace to incarcerated Scarfaces.
Which one did I do? I touched 2. All right. I touched 2, so I picked one of the 2
Okay?
with my eyes open.
All right. Here we go. Oh, come on now. You did this on purpose.
No. I swear to God, that was total blind. I touched that and a Chet Atkins. So I picked Chet Atkins.
This young man right here, I mean, just go in and whip that fucking cock out. Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
No, I held my head down. I didn't close my eyes. I held my head down so I can see it because I don't want to knock that big shelf over on me. That's the last thing I want. So.
Oh boy.
All right, I saw the next one, the next genre. So
Okay, I did not.
okay, all right, don't look.
This already loved you, my mind, play guitar, play. So
Just have lay you
never
down
been
on
this
it?
far before. It's got never been this far before. In you never been this far before. I remember that from the commercial.
Lay you down.
Linda on my mind. Lonely Blue Roy. Yeah, we're playing now.
I bet he fucked so many women back in the 70s.
Yo, didn't he hold you as a baby or something?
Yeah. I got a
Tell
picture
that
of
story again, just briefly.
When I was a kid, I mentioned earlier my dad's love for country music, and we used to go to a lot of country music shows. We saw Conway Twitty in Winston-Salem at what's now the Haynes Theater.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
It's been there forever.
Yeah.
It's different stuff. Saw him it was like a theater kind of thing in Winston-Salem, and after the show, he hung around and signed autographs and took pictures and stuff. And I was a baby, and my parents handed him me and took a picture of him holding me. So
there's a picture of Conway Twitty holding you as a baby.
yeah, I gotta go through. My dad's got thousands of photos stored away. So
Murph says Conway Twitty and his egg salad. His egg salad would be Jay's baby corpse. Well, he wasn't a corpse. He was alive, baby. Right?
Yeah, I was alive when I was born.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I gotta find the section first. Make sure I'm in the right spot. Hold on.
I'm a rudimentary reader with low literacy skills.
Let me find the section.
Okay.
All right, here we are.
Let me hear some action from the back section. I'm a crab. Do you know crabs are people too, Jay? Crabs are actually made out of people. If you dissect them, if you cut open a bunch of crabs.
Sorry, guys. I apologize for this one.
Did you look trying to figure out what it is?
I saw it when I pulled it. Yeah, I looked when I pulled it, but I did not plan on this one. I promise you.
This is
the dark side. This is the downside of doing something like this.
Oh. We got a little urethra Franklin. It's a 12-inch.
Everyday people.
Everyday people from Urethra Franklin. I just had a hard time with my Urethra Franklin when I was in the restroom earlier. Mostly because it forked in the end of it.
Yeah.
I must have had a hair in there or something.
Fork in the end of the road.
It forked and the urine stream split off and went
There's thunderfoot.
a couple of different ways. I'm embarrassed about it, but everyday people. All right.
All right. Sorry, folks.
Everything evolves to crab. Oh, Jesus. All right.
All right, here we go.
Okay. You already got a genre?
I'm just going to go this time.
Okay. I'm listening to a story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And one day Jed was shooting at some food, and along on the ground came a bubbling crude. Oil, that is. Black gold. Texas tea.
All right. You'll like this one.
Oh, okay.
I was 100% blind. Verified. Verified.
Did you get that over here?
Yeah.
I couldn't even hear you over there. That's crazy. I thought you were over there. No bullshit. ELO, New World Order. This is not the one that's got the spaceship, right? Which one has the spaceship that you could fold out and cut out? Because that's Fever's first favorite band, I think, was ELO, and he actually he had the spaceship like hanging in his room and shit. It's not this one. Oh, maybe it is because is that perforated? I'm stupid. I don't know. Out of the Blue. That's right. Yeah, Out of the Blue is the one with the spaceship. New World Record. I've not listened to this in a really long time, but I fuck with ELO, so that's not the worst thing in the world for sure.
All right, we'll go one more.
Let's do one more.
All right.
But they're cousins, identical cousins you will find.
See me when I'm not
A look alike, they talk alike, it's time to even talk alike. You will lose your mind
see me?
when cousins are two of a kind.
Oh, no! 100% random.
Okay.
100%. I
Okay.
swear.
Hey yo.
I thought that was baloney, but because your country's over here.
It's a soundtrack.
Soundtrack.
Soundtrack. Yeah. You were in the soundtrack section.
I was kind of going a little lower for baloney, but I went up a level and went
Now,
to soundtracks.
a lot of people don't. Obviously, a lot of people know the original Smoking the Bandit soundtrack. It's got a lot of classic tracks on it. Let's take another little deep dive in what's on the second one. Of course, you got some Jerry Reed, Texas Bound and Flying. Woo! Charlotte's Web, Statler Brothers. Who's doing that? What's happening there? That sounded like cat scratching records.
No, it was the door.
Okay.
The door's closed.
To Be Your Man, Don Williams. I love me some Don Williams. Rod, Concrete Cowboy Rod by Roy Rogers and the Son of the Pioneers. Deliverance of the Wildwood Flower of the Bandit Band, produced by Snuff Garrett. Little Tanya Tucker. Mel Tillis, Statler Brothers, Brenda Lee. She's a little spinner.
Do you have...
Oh my God. Let's Do Something Cheap and Superficial, Burt Reynolds.
Do you have Urban...
Tulsa Tom.
Tulsa Tom, yeah.
Living on Tulsa Tom.
Do you have... That's Don Williams, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Do you have the Urban Cowboy soundtrack?
I don't think so.
Surprise! That was $1 right
Da
there.
Hog. Da Hog. You
Robert
want to go one
Gibson.
more? Let's go one more.
All right, we'll go one more.
We'll do one more.
All right, you'll go.
If you're in doubt about angels being real, ba ba da ba 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 da. Wait till you see my gadget. You'll wanna for your Valentine. Ba da da ba, ba 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 da da ba ba da ba. That gadget is mine. Oh, okay.
Is that so? That's not so. What
No,
is that?
this is in the self-titled trilogy.
Yeah.
Which one is this called?
I don't know. I don't know what Peter
Bill will
Gabriel
tell
too-
me.
Too much.
There's Melt, which I call Melty Face. Which one is this?
Is this the weird Peter Gabriel? Or the pop Peter Gabriel?
Yeah. Security? Okay.
Scrutiny.
Scrutiny? No, security. What's wrong with you? Rhythm of the Heat. San Jacinto.
Hey, no.
I Have the Touch, The Family and the Fishing Net. Oh, it's got Shocked and Often on it.
Shocked and often, shocked and often.
That's the German version. Seriously. When I Shock the Monkey. When I was in,
Oh, is that what it really is?
yeah, when I
Oh,
was
I just made that up.
when I was in learning German in college, my favorite professor of all time was my German professor, and she would bring in music to help us with shit, and she brought in the German version of this, which is Shocked and Often.
I took German in college.
Did you really?
Yep. And
I did too. I took a lot of German.
And I took 2 semesters. Just
I
to
took
get
4.
just to satisfy the required
Wie
class.
geht's?
But
Wie geht's?
no, my professor actually is a woman, and she had really hairy feet.
What was her name?
Huh?
What was her name?
Miss Clausen,
Where at?
Greensboro College.
Oh, okay.
It was Clouson. She had really hairy feet though. Like it went through her socks. It was so bad.
Jesus.
She tried to shave them once. They came back twice as thick too.
What up, Paul? Been digging through some Gang of Four. Saw them live 2 days ago. Man, I've been hearing a lot about Gang of Four pop up like in my list. Recently, like a lot of people, especially punkers, like talking about how I think Buzz from the Melvins. He's a huge Gang of Four guy. Talking about they did a pretty amazing stuff on their records that a lot of people don't give them credit for. But yeah, Gang of Four, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they were foot whiskers. They came back twice as thick.
Yeah, my German professor that I was talking about, she was Italian. Her name was Frau Campitelli. And
Well, she just faked the German part.
no, she knew the German like a motherfucker, but she would get pissed off and start yelling in Italian. Then she was like, "Sorry, that was Italian."
What was your German name?
Huh?
Do you have a German name?
Me?
Yeah.
We didn't do that in college, I don't think. And
Mine was Dieter.
in high school, my name was Wolfgang in French.
Mine was Guy.
That's why, like the Meadows and all those chicks still call me. They call me Foof. From Amadeus, like
Yeah.
they're saying Wolfie, but they thought they were saying Foofy,
Yeah.
so they called me Foof.
I thought it was weird when the teacher would like catch you like the first couple days of class. Nope. We use our French name only in here, Jay.
Yeah, see that
I thought that was really weird.
my name was Michelle. Michelle.
Me says I can't remember her name, but whatever it was, and I had to say, and I had to like ask my question properly. What's the definition of what's hot dog in French?
Bonjour, Jim Apple John.
That was like my question. God, that one girl was so
Ça
stupid.
va?
That one girl was so stupid in that class. Big hair, brandy on her.
She's a redneck.
Bonjour, motherfucker.
Ain't nothing better than redneck French. It ain't getting much better than redneck French,
Like,
folks.
what's the point of taking French in high school? Like, what is that going to solve?
College problems.
I mean, what am I going to go like
No.
work a welding
it's-
job? Do I have a crew of Frenchmen that I've got to know the language for? Or I'll start a landscaping business and bring in a bunch of Frenchmen as my workers? I mean, that's actually a pretty good bit, right?
I don't know.
I should write that down.
I'd work on it.
I should write down though.
Let's everybody stay tuned for a couple of minutes. We'll come back with a so to speak and chip chat. Yeah, let's do that.
What's the point of learning French in high school? That's all I gotta know right there. I got it.
So to speak, I mean, I'm pretty interested in chip chat.
That's my visual. That's my cue.
Chip chat, I'm really excited about. We'll be right back.
Grown Man Reckon ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
Amazing Blue Star Ointment stops itching fast. Athlete's foot, jock itch, psoriasis, ringworm, scalp itch, stops corn and callus growth fast. Winter itch, dry cracked feet. The original. Ask for it.
Well, they came to New Texas from all across the galaxy. Some good, Some bad, mostly bad. It was rough, really rough. I mean, they needed 1,000 lawmen. They got one. But you know, he was enough. You might have heard of him. Brave Star.
Brave Star, weekday mornings at 6:30 on TV 21.
At Plato's Retreat, you can make your dreams come true. Fulfill your wildest fantasies, we've got them all for you. The pleasure and the fun will keep you feeling young. It's for you. It's for you.
Plato's Retreat, located in the Ansonia Hotel, is a unique club open to free-thinking adult couples. We offer a relaxing, no-pressure environment, complete with heated swimming pool and that great disco beat. Plato's may not be for everyone, but you won't know until you try it. For more information, call...
The pleasure and the fun will keep you feeling young. It's for you. It's for you. Plato's Retreat. It's for you. Come and see. It's for you.
In 3, 2, 1, ring.
News Department.
Hello, I have a newsworthy new product that solves a serious problem in male-female relationships.
Like an advice column.
No, a new product, a toilet seat putter-downer.
Well, let me write this down. Did you say toilet?
Yes, putter-downer. See, it lowers the seat when it's been left up, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's a simple device that's easy to install and works every time. It collapses when the seat is raised so the seat stays up. Then in about 5 minutes, it refills with air and lowers the seat. Putter-downer is also a safety device.
You mean like for small children or pets?
Well, yes, but it's really for the male who accidentally leaves the seat up. Put accidentally in there by accident.
Bob Cottle.
The what?
The high mic. What's wrong with your mic on, man?
Let me find something to play here. Let's get a little. Let's get fruity.
Look at those glasses he's wearing.
They're my glasses. They're literally my glasses.
Those are like the transition.
You're a transition.
That was actually his prescription glasses for like every day.
You're a transition for going over to being a.
You should get those. You should get
bitch.
You should get real lenses put in those so you can wear them all day.
They're so scratched I can barely wear them.
They'll start calling you Millsap.
Billy Millsap?
No, Ronnie Millsap as well.
Billy
Millsap. Ronnie Millsap wore those glasses too. I think he could really see that whole thing was a ruse.
It's possible.
He just like was this down and out musician trying to make it with all these things, and he said, well, let me fake being blind, and I think we could pull that off. Everybody just thought he was like really doing something special, but all of a sudden,
so I have to show.
Never heard from on radio again.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Tink, it's not a good time, Tink.
Aaron Griffin coming up big here.
Put her down with a misused name in the high school.
Holy shit, that's insane. Yeah. That's insane times right there.
Why don't you wait till she's in here to say it to her face, Aaron?
She's in here.
Is she in here? She hasn't said nothing in about 2 hours.
Look at this. It's a blind stab, Tinky.
Blind stab? Ronnie Millsap live?
Huh? Wow.
Is that AI?
No.
Somebody just sent you that?
Yeah, Aaron did.
Oh.
But we didn't mention Ronnie Millsap until just now.
Oh,
right?
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah. Ronnie Millsap. I saw him at the Greensboro Coliseum about 15 years ago. He opened for George Strait, and they brought him out on the stage, and he played like a decent set. He's a hometown guy.
Okay.
Not hometown, but home state.
All right, let's go.
So he played. He played like near an hour, and this drunk redneck. We were upstairs, and this drunk redneck lady right behind me, like AC secretary kind of lady.
Sure.
Kept yelling, "Smoky Mountain Rain! Play Smoky Mountain Rain!" Like the whole show. And he finally, he ended with it, of course. And, you know who the opener was for? Taylor Swift. She played first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was that show, yeah.
She that's some music news. She retained.
I saw that. Yeah, she got
the
her
right to
rights
her
back,
to her music. Yeah. Good for her, man.
She make more money now.
Yeah, good for her. And if you crash out, it's your shit. Whatever. She's got enough money. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay, what's going on? Do you think these people are going to start having regret and buy their music back?
Start selling them at flea markets? Selling the rights at flea markets?
It's just a piece of paper. It says rights. You give them money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tink's flicking your keyboard.
Don't do that.
All right. That's enough. That's enough.
Oh!
That's enough. We've had enough.
Snuff?
Snuff season.
Is that
Snuff's a snuff?
Snuff?
A chip snuff.
Soda Speed.
I mean, if you really want to have a heart attack on the air, you can. It's up to you.
I'm just trying to boost this low viewership, man.
Yeah, we need to talk about this after the show.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Let me bring Steve back.
I don't know. He may have ran all these people off. I don't know what happened. We were contenders, man. 2012.
Steve Jones, convicted rapist.
In 20 more years, I'm gonna pull up Grown Man Record Night episodes the way I'll pull up 5L videos.
No, let's
see what I used to do.
No, let's change the format of the show to reminiscent about past shows.
Yeah.
We just talk about old shows every week.
Critique them.
Yeah. But the way things used to be.
Used to be.
Yeah, like 10 years ago, when life was, still good.
Oh, when I still gave a fuck about anything?
Yeah.
Got it, Jack. Got it. Well aware of what you're saying. I pulled out one of these. We've had some mixed reactions with these sodas in the past. The Poppy sodas. It's a prebiotic soda. It's a soda that you can.
Is this safe?
Yeah, you can.
How's the FDA feel about this?
They love it.
Now?
It's just got a few carbs. It's not carbless. You can be the Siskel and Ebert of YouTube. I think they're both dead, Murph. So that's you're right on the money with that.
Siskel.
We're on our last legs. This is the swan song.
Heard us.
Oh, I got soda's back. Baby, you're a classic, and so is the soda in your hand. And it's got that iconic flavor that the doctor's famous for, but without all the typical soda BS. Strong language out of these guys. With 5 grams of sugar, totally clean ingredients, and prebiotics, this is what classic tastes like. Hashtag soda's back. This is the Poppy's version of a Dr. Pepper. It's called a Doc Pop. Doc Pop. So let's see if this... Now, that's one of those flavors. I don't know. That's like covering Pink Floyd. Like, you got to be pretty spot on to say, like, oh, we're going to do a fucking Dr. Pepper soda. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You ever heard that story Gene Shalit used to tell about how...
I like a shallot.
When Roger Ebert went to plan his funeral, he said, I want to be buried 2 thumbs down.
That is moronic.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to call this, right? It smells frou-frou. Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. It tastes like women's, like
Underoos?
spray. Like, or a spray, bathroom spray.
Yeah, you're a bathroom spray.
That's what it tastes like, bathroom spray.
I'm all poppies.
That's horrible.
I'm all
Oh,
poppies.
God.
Oh, fuck.
That's the worst soda we've done in a long time.
No, there was another one of these that I did that was really bad as well.
Oh, Poppy, though? No,
Yeah.
but that brand probably...
I can't remember if it was Pop. There's a couple of these. The other one's Olipop. Olipop's the other, like, probiotic, like, healthy soda. This tastes a lot... Let's see what it's sweetened with, because I think that's what's probably
it
doing
almost tastes
this.
like kids' medicine.
No, that kids' medicine tastes better. I'll be honest. It tastes like a stevia soda.
Nah, it's something different than that.
Agave. Stevia. Yeah.
Carbonated with Freon.
The Zevia sodas do have a Dr. Pepper soda. It tastes like that. And that's one of those flavors they do not nail. It's not good. It initially, when you first hit it right off the rip, you're like, oh, oh, no. Yeah, it's the first half second. You're like, oh, that's Dr. Pepper.
It's like that bad spray you spray in bathroom after you take a dump. That's what it tastes like. Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
But it's $2.29 for this can, so I'm going to drink it.
A Coke
not
lollipop right now?
That is so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Good thing you didn't have to buy 6 of those.
I mean, it's $2.29 for a single.
You ask for your money back. They have a satisfactory hotline on there?
Oh, if there's a fucking phone number. Can I call
Poopy Soda?
Can I call? What kind of names can I call people on the phone number? I'm gonna call them up.
Oh,
and
that's
just
a
say,
dark. That's a dark soda too. I thought it was light.
You're
the
a
way
dark
it tastes.
soda.
It tastes like a light.
You're
soda.
a dark soda.
Like a clear soda.
Oh, it does have some caffeine in it. It's a little 33 milligrams caffeine. I just want to call them up and ask them, who do they think they are? Is it soda or floor wax? Merv, I'll be honest, I would vote for floor wax at this point. This is not good. Not a good soda. Don't buy this. Fuck these guys. Or fuck this flavor at least. Fuck that flavor. Don't buy that flavor. Don't ever buy that flavor. It's terrible. That's actually terrible. I'm gonna kill it.
Pretty bad.
It's terrible. Jesus.
I'd rather do a shot than drink that.
That's terrible.
Maybe one more shot?
Yeah, just to wash this fucking horse piss
That's
out
what
of
I'm
my
saying.
mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd rather go down on a fucking decrepit horse than drink another one of those. That is terrible. And don't get me wrong, I love going down on horses. But,
Gotta be that bubbly brand.
nay. Bubbly. I like bubbly. I like bubbly.
Bubbly's clear.
But
though,
that's a soda water. That's a sparkling water. This is supposed to taste like a soda.
It looked like a cola.
Their whole thing is like, we're reinventing soda. You don't have to drink all this bad
put
shit.
On the tip, put a little tip on the tip of your finger and show it to them.
What?
Liquid.
No,
Just
it's,
get a little tiny
it's
little
brown.
drop on the
It's
tip.
brown like a Dr. Pepper.
Like my, it's not my urine color.
No, it's brown. It's brown.
No, that is. Yeah.
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 What are you talking about?
That's not the color of my urine.
Brown?
Yeah.
Gary Brown?
Tell you, I stopped up a toilet with my urine.
That's one of my favorite lines ever I've said.
I know.
Pisses like this. Who needs farts? Am I right?
That's why I like. That's why I like going to outdoor concerts. For the porta potties, because you can't jam them up.
It's very anonymous. Very anonymous.
I saw this.
Anybody in here?
I saw this thing at one of the.
Anybody in here?
Yeah. I saw this thing at one of the horse, like the Kentucky Derby or something like that. What they call it? The Kentucky Mile or something. God gets on top of the Porta Johns in a line. It's such a cross. And people throw beer cans, empty beer cans.
While he's running across the Porta Johns?
And you got to make it all the way across.
Oh, that's more interesting than some fucking horse race.
Yeah. I tell you, I lost $3 grand on that horse race. That's funny. My debt.
You're in debt.
I have no credit and lots of debt.
Yeah, no credit and lots of debt. Cheers. One more.
I think I might be in trouble with the government too.
Did you do your taxes this year?
This year?
Yeah, that's what I thought. This year.
Oh, God.
All right, let's do a little chip chat action. I've been saving this one for so long, and people kept bringing other shit over. But man, I've been wanting this for so bad.
I took a smoke rose.
Yes.
Oh gosh, my voice is starting to go. I think.
No sound. God damn it. Nope. Nope.
Oh well, black screen.
Nope.
Black screen.
Nope.
No sounds, no view, no nothing, huh? Is the camera dead?
This is what happens.
Do I need to restart the camera?
What is that? What is this?
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
we've got our good friends
bonus content.
Dinamitas from the Doritos Corporation. The little rolled up tubes that are really hot and stain your fingers. And we've got a bowl of chicken vegetable soup. So these things are hollow. So let's see if this will work as a straw. They absolutely work as a straw. A very spicy straw. And then you can eat it.
That was what you call bonus content right there. That's insane bonus content.
It's Captain Insano, man.
I even have a graphic for that.
Bonus content.
I'm telling you.
BC, man.
I'm telling you. Spicy straw with misused nickname. Holy shit. All right. No, so I've been really wanting to do this chip for a while. It's been sitting over there. But people have brought other stuff over. Where's this chip at?
I don't know. I gave it to you earlier.
What happened?
I don't know. I just gave it to you.
Oh, it's down here. I got it.
Your dog probably ran off with it.
You guys ran into these? The golden sriracha Doritos. Have you guys tried these? In this gold bag, I'm a sucker for anything gold like this. I'm an absolute sucker for gold stuff like this.
The foil?
I don't even know what it really means that it's gold, so let's take a look here. Before we dig into it. Aaron says those are so damn good. Murph says they were okay. Aaron says, again, I love those. The bold twist on sriracha is pure gold. That's all I get. What does it say? Tangy and sweet. I'm assuming the gold is the gold honey. Is it like a honey sriracha?
I don't know, man. Sounds pretty out there.
Doesn't really break it down like that.
Did I tell you about this guy I grew up with named Dean Sriracha who sued this company? About Dean Diamond.
Oh yeah, open it from the bottom. I should have. Sorry.
My kid does that.
You're supposed to. Makes all the seasoning fall the right way.
Ooh, good.
Mm.
Pretty much what I expected out of Doritos.
It reminds me of the purple Doritos.
Never have.
You never had the purple Doritos? That's the sweet chili ones?
No, but these have a very chili flavor to them.
It's pretty close to that. Reminds me of the purple, which is my favorite Doritos, other than the standard.
They made chili. They made a chili Doritos at one point. The standard Doritos, yeah.
Sweet chili ones in a purple bag. You never had those?
Oh, I thought you meant purple chip.
No.
Yeah, those are great. Those are great.
Reminds me of that.
Very similar.
Still like the hot mustard ones? But yeah, those hot mustard ones were incredible.
It's not far off a chili flavored Frito.
I'll tell you what, I don't like. The spice comes through, the sweetness
spice,
comes
yeah.
through, but in the spice, I don't taste anything that's distinctive to sriracha. Sriracha is, what's very distinctive about the sriracha flavor is not only the heat, but that garlicky kind of thing going on. I don't get so much of that garlicky thing going on here.
That's pretty generic.
It's pretty generic. It's very good. I don't think it's very far off of the purple bag. I would want more garlic in this to make it taste more like real. This doesn't taste like real sriracha to me.
Yeah.
They're good, but I don't think it tastes like sriracha. Man, if they made a hot ketchup one, spicy ketchup, Doritos. Shit, we should. We're gonna go back over to. Did I bring that up to the top, or am I stupid?
I don't know, man.
No, I never did. Such a moron. I'm gonna do it this time, just because. Thought I did. Oh, I brought it to the very bottom. That's what I did. So we're gonna go back over to Twitch. We're gonna play some the blind stabs. We got to play the blind stabs. We have to. At least a couple of tracks off of each, yeah? So we're going to go back over to Twitch, play some of the Blind Stab records, and have a good time. What do you want to start with?
We'll start with Smoking the
All right, fair. Yeah. I can handle, like, that one, Peter Gabriel. I can handle a lot of, what were the other ones? ELO.
Aretha Franklin,
At least Aretha, that's a single. Like that's one song. You may want to start with that.
Like Twitty.
Start with Aretha.
Urethra?
Yeah, Urethra Franklin. Because that's only one track. And we get that out of the way. It'll take a minute for everybody to kind of migrate over, and you know how it goes. Thanks for watching here on Grown Man Record Night. Appreciate you guys. As always, it's been a lot of fun. And hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, but it's not done yet. I'm in my quest to break 90 tomorrow on the golf course at a very ghetto golf
45.
course. Okay.
Because we're playing 9 holes.
Oh. You got jokes now?
Mr. Math over here. Would you study a calculator?
Yeah, I guess I can't break 90 tomorrow.
You can. And if you're really bad, you might shoot 92 or 9
I'm not going to
holes.
do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that bad.
You never know. It might happen tomorrow. Tomorrow might be the day.
I shot 45 for 9.
Tomorrow might be the day you shoot 92 on 9.
No way.
Maybe you just think it's so hard you just give up. Maybe tomorrow's the day.
No.
You throw your golf clubs in the river. You sell your house.
Who only plays 9 holes? People that get up at 4 in the afternoon, man. Actually, everything was booked.
Yeah, there ain't not much available tomorrow. I want to spend the money for.
So Aaron, me and Jay and Steve and Dwayne, who's the singer from Pork Chop, Jay's cousin, we're gonna go play 9 at Gillespie. You ever played Gillespie, Aaron? Ghetto inner city Greensboro golf course.
I'm only hitting my drives with my hammer. You bringing your hammer out?
My MC Hammer cassette, maybe.
Well, we should bring a boom box.
I'll bring my speaker.
No. A boom box.
I don't have a boom box.
I've got one. You got some D batteries? I got some D's nuts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.